He reached in his pocket, pulled out a paper, folded up small. Looked like he'd been holding on to it for a time. "Read it," Thomas told me. Took me a while to unfold and read past the creases. "What we know about Nebraska, Thomas?" "What'd it say there?" he asked, waiting on me to read it to him. Knew now some men told him what the paper didn't. "All the land you want, free," he said to me. "All we gotta do is go on and get it. Take what's ours." I looked down at the paper that didn't say none of what he was. "Any colored who want it come with some money too, right?" I looked at his eyes, shining in the lamplight, bright. Who was I to dim their light? To take from him what white men, masters, loss, and years of field work left of him? He asked, pointing down at the paper. "And they even give you a wagon? Supplies?" He stood waiting. See what colored citizens are doing for their elevation, whereas the colored people of Mississippi, knowing that there is an abundance of choice lands now belonging to the government, have assembled ourselves for the purpose of locating on said lands. He was alive again, with hope, and I looked down at the folded up, creased up paper in my hands and started reading some of what was written and some of what Thomas wanted to be. First time he came home from a meeting in town, looked like he had a fever. "Thomas?" I asked him, worried about the burning in his eyes, the sweat on his head. I had him sit to the table. "You feeling all right?" "I will be," he told me. I wet a cloth, pressed it to his head before he pushed it away. "We gotta go west." "Someone sick?" I asked him, thinking he needed to see his people he told me once were in Louisiana. "Ain't no one sick. Ain't no one I need to see neither. I'm talking about west to Nebraska. Ain't nothing for us here." Before I could think, before I could make my tongue behave, I let it speak. "Nebraska? Natchez is our home, Thomas. We're free now, to live as we see fit." His eyes held the fire he was feeling inside. "We can't live free on someone else's land, picking someone else's crop. I need something to call my own. Can't be no man always waiting for someone to tell me how much he gonna give, when, if." I made my tongue stay quiet this time, but he was done, his thundering over.
Lettie, Natchez, Mississippi, April 1879. Mama and Aunt Olivia sent me outside. "Go on and take Vivi," they said. "Get her some fresh air." But there wasn't no need in sitting outside on a day so damp, so cold, it hung heavy on my dress. I tried walking her around the yard the way she liked, pointing up high at the pictures in the clouds, letting her pull moss from the oaks, but quick snatching it back before she shoved it in her mouth, and laughing at her, laughing at squirrels running every which way. But her shivering took me back to the porch and a chair as close to the door as I could get it. I held Vivi in my arms, warming her. While I waited, I hummed silly songs to quiet the shouting coming from inside. "I'ma say what no one else will. Thomas was always a damn fool." Even with my humming and the creaking of the chair outside, with me and Vivi rocking, the shouting in Aunt Olivia's house sounded like I was sitting in the front pew at Sunday service. And Uncle Benton was on the pulpit trying to get his. "Lost sheep," he called them, like my daddy who came to church but never found their way to being saved, accepting the Lord, getting baptized. Uncle Benton said again, "Damn fool." Uncle Everett said, "Now you ain't got to say all that, Benton. Sylvia just talking." Then my Uncle Riley asked my mama, "Thomas is not of a mind to go dragging you all off to Nebraska. Ain't that right, Sylvia?" I listened close. But when my mama didn't answer, Uncle Benton kept on. "That is just..."